Hello everyone. So now let's learn about continuous statement, which is exact opposite of break statement. We use break statement whenever we want to go out of loop when some condition occur or when some situation establish. Okay. Continuous exact opposite, but in which way? Whenever some condition occur, it continue and escape next statement, and it just goes to initial condition. Okay, so let's see. Okay, take the control to the beginning of the loop. Okay, what is work of break? It takes control out of loop, whereas continue statement, it takes control to the beginning of the loop, bypassing the statement inside the loop which have not yet been executed. Okay, so let's discuss it using one program. In main function, there are two variables I and j. Okay, and this is my first loop for I is equals to 1, that is I is initialized with 1, comma, which is syntax of for loop. Okay, I is less than or equals to 2, which is testing condition. Okay, and this is incrementing statement. Now inside this for loop there is another for loop with implement which is controlled by j variable. J is equals to 1, j is less than or equals to 2, and j plus plus. So this both for loop, it will be executed up to, for example, if I talk about this inner for loop. Okay, so initially j is equals to 1, and how many times it will be executed? Until j is less than or equals to 2, that means 2 times. Okay, now inside this inner for loop, if I equal j, then continue. So what does it mean? It will just skip remaining statement and goes to next statement. Okay, and over here this statement is just printing value of I and j. Okay, so this is inner loop complete and this is outer loop complete, and expected output of this program is this. Okay, now let's discuss it in program. Okay, so let's start. First you have to declare two variable, one is I and second one is j. Okay, and this is demo for continue statement. Okay, and continue statement does continuing loop without executing remaining statement inside the loop. Okay, so now I will take one for loop. Okay, so for loop is initializing variable. Okay, so I is equals to 1, after that semicolon, after that testing condition, so I less than equals to 2, that means this loop will be executed 2 times. Okay, so after that your incrementing statement. So this is your outer for loop. Okay, outer for loop, and it will be executed 2 times. Now inside this, let me put another for loop for j. Okay, so j is initialized with 1, after that semicolon, j is less than or equals to 2, after that incrementing statement, that is j plus plus. Now there is one condition. Okay, if I equal j, then what will happen? Then I will just put one simple statement, continue. Okay, else I will print percentage d, and after that I comma j. Okay, and let me put /n over here. Save this. Okay, now this is your inner for loop, and this is also executed 2 times. So total it will be executed for 4 times. How? Let's see. Okay, now over here I am just explaining you. So initially I have took I is equals to, what is value of I initially? This is 1. Okay, and after declaring 1, it will check for condition whether I is less than or equals to 2. So yes, I is less than 2. So control goes inside this loop. Now j is equals to 1. So inside j is equals to 2. Oh, sorry. J is equals to 1, and check for this condition. 1 is less than 2. Yes. So now go inside. Okay, now if I equal j, now just see over here, I is equals to 1, j is equals to 1. So 1 equals to 1, that means condition is true. So over here this statement will not be executed. Okay, this statement will not be executed. So after that again it will, now after that this statement will be executed, j plus plus. Okay, so what is value of j now? Now j becomes over here. Now after incrementing, j becomes 2 by incrementing. Okay, so after that again check for condition. If I equal j, now value of I is 1 and value of j is 2. Is that same? Is that equal? No. So no continue. That means it will print this statement. Okay, so this is remaining statement. Okay, whenever this condition becomes true, so continue. That means this remaining statement will not be printed if condition is true, but over here condition is not true. That's why this statement will be printed. Okay, so after printing this statement, control goes again over here. Okay, and first it increment value of j. So now value of j becomes 3. Now it will check for condition. So 3 is less than or equals to 2. No, condition becomes false and control goes out of this for loop. Okay, so after that, this after coming out from this for loop, it goes to this for loop. Okay, and over here what is value of I until it is 1. Okay, but after incrementing it will be 2. Okay, value of I, this is value of I. Now again start j with 1. Okay, so j is less than 2. Yes. So after that, is I equal j? Now value of I is 2 and value of j is 1. Is this condition is true? No. Okay, so no skipping of remaining statement, and it will just print out this statement. That means printing value of I and j. Okay, now again after repeating this for loop, j will be incremented. Okay, and what was value of j initially? It is 1. Okay, this is 1, and after incrementing it becomes 2. Okay, so now if we check if condition, what is value of I right now? That is 2. And now what is value of j? That is also 2. So this statement is same, and inside this if statement we have write continue. So this thing will skip remaining statement, that is this statement will be skipped. Okay, and control goes to again over here. Okay, now after incrementing j it becomes 3. Okay, so is 3 is less than 2? No, condition become false. Okay, and control goes out of this inner for loop. After that it comes to this for loop, over here first it will perform increment operator, and what is value of I right now, that is 2, and after incrementing it will become 3. Okay, so after that it will check for condition, is 3 is less than equals to 2, condition becomes false and control goes out of this outer loop. Okay, so this is how this program work. Now let me compile this program. That is okay, this is just for your understanding purpose. Compiled successfully. Okay, printf, it should be printf. Now just run this program. Okay, over here this is compile and run this program. Okay, this is 1 2 2 1, we got our output. Okay, so whenever this ing equal 1, this will be not printed. Whenever ing equal to 2, this statement will not be printed. Okay, so this is how continue work. I hope you understood it and keep practicing. Bye bye.